Assalamu alaikum viewers, welcome back to Motor Solutions with myself Zuhail Ashok and my guest, special guest, Mr. John Duncombe, very experienced solicitors. আমাদের আজকের টপিক হচ্ছে disputed accident claims. আপনাদের অনেকেই যারা অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট করেন ক্লেম ডিসপিউটেড আজকাল খুব ইজিলি ডিসপিউট হয়ে যায়, যে কোনো রিজন থাকতে পারে, দেখা যাবে লেন চেঞ্জিং যদি থাকে বা কেউ হঠাৎ করে হার্ট ব্রেক করে ফেললো বা আপনি লেন চেঞ্জ করলেন, যে কোনো কারণে ক্লেম ডিসপিউটেড হতে পারে। বা ডিসপিউটেড ক্লেম, যখন ক্লেম ডিসপিউটেড হবে প্যানিক করার কিছু নাই, আপনি ফাইট করতে পারবেন বা ফাইট করার কিছু ওয়ে আছে যেগুলো হচ্ছে প্রথম থেকে ক্লেমের ভেরি বিগিনিং থেকে আপনি চেষ্টা করবেন যে সবসময় আপনি স্ট্রেট ফরওয়ার্ড রাখার জন্য আপনি অনেস্ট থাকতে হবে। Especially disputed claims, John, I'm talking about honesty. Now, if claim could get disputed, I mean, somebody's could dispute it. They could say, I mean, a lot of people are not even sure whether it is their fault or not. So they could say, no, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean that claim not going to settle. If you are not at fault, then your claim will settle at some stage. For argument's sake, if it's a lane changing claim,
Yep.
You could settle on a 50-50 basis or any split liability.
Yep.
As long as you have the ability to prove your case, fight.
Yep.
And the only way you can prove and fight by being honest.
Yep.
From day one.
Exactly.
Which is another word we just talked about before we went to the break, over-exaggerating. Now, what would you say about this over-exaggeration? That affects basically a lot of clients' I mean, settlement.
Yep.
For that reason. Now, especially when it gets in disputed, you know, I mean, there are all sorts of arguments raises. Now, what would you say to this?
Well, the one theme that I think all your viewers should pick up throughout the times that we speak is you must be truthful, you must be honest. Because if you're not honest and you're not truthful, you'll be caught out.
Yeah.
And if you're caught out in a small lie, that will damage all of the rest of it, which is perfectly
because you're
correct.
losing your credibility.
Because you're losing your credibility.
The judge already, when the client is in the witness box, the judge looking at the witness box, and the judge doesn't have any photographic evidence to prove the case. By assessing the physical condition of that person, that moment, you know, it helps them, it influences them to make their decision.
The reason in this country that we have evidence given by a person in court is so that the judge or the jury, if it's a criminal matter, but in our case it's civil matters, the judge can look at the person giving evidence and say, do I believe this person?
Yes, and which is very important. And if somebody's from day one, if somebody's not been honest, not telling the truth, and if they are obviously like, you know, in front of the judge, not only in front of the judges, the insurance companies, lawyers also cross-examining them, you know, quite heavily, asking very harsh questions in front of the judge. So if they are very honest and truthful from day one, they've got nothing to lose. They will be brave as anything.
Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, nothing to worry about. They just answer the question as it comes.
Exactly.
Straightforward answers, yes or no.
Yep.
Yes or no. But the only way you can answer by yes or no if you're very honest from day one.
There are lots of things that you can put into a claim completely correctly, and we could have a whole program on the things that you could put into a claim.
Yeah.
But what you must do is you must put in the right things.
The right thing.
The things that you have lost, the things that you can claim for. Now, for instance, you may have an injury claim that may be a 3-month injury, and you'll be perfectly entitled to claim for a 3-month injury.
Yes.
But if you say after 6 months I was still in pain, then you know the chances
are. It raises the question as well.
It raises the question. This was a very minor injury, and suddenly you've got a 6-month, or more likely, you're saying I've got a 2-year or 3-year injury from a claim that actually you're trying to think we'll get a little bit more money. Why? Because you'll end up not getting any more money, being found to be fraudulent, found to be exaggerating. And exaggeration is a nice word for fraudulent.
Yeah. It is, and again, you know, genuine claim, but by exaggerating, you end up making the claim, presenting your claim as a fraudulent.
Perfectly genuine claim that you're entitled to claim for, because you need to be put in a position that compensates you for your losses. You then lose because you've exaggerated. Let's not beat around the bush. Exaggeration is lying.
Yeah.
And the judge will find that out.
They will. They will. Not only that, I mean, your opposition, which is the lawyer from the insurance company, they will have enough evidence to prove you lied in the court. You probably think they don't know much about you, but don't forget they do had good research on you as an individual, before they go to the court. So they will have everything to attack you. And now, as soon as they obviously attacking you on attacking someone on their weak points, the truth will come out, because if you're lying, then obviously from your experience, I have a lot of lawyer friends as well, and they say that as well. They said, look, genuine claim, we go to court sometimes, but I feel really, tired and sad when I come out of the court, because I can't win. I can't win because of the client not telling the truth, hiding little things. I didn't know. Did I know anything about this? No. So you want someone to represent you, but you're not telling them the truth.
Exactly.
And evidence comes out. For example, like, you're claiming, you're saying you're injured, you had whiplash, big injuries, you couldn't move, you couldn't do this, and then the insurance company finds out, like, you're playing rugby.
Yeah, exactly. And that has happened before.
On your Facebook.
Yeah, and there's the sort of things before. And you're quite right. You mentioned Facebook. Yeah, the insurance company, if they're good lawyers, they will look on Facebook. I've done it.
If I was working for them, I would have done the same thing. It's my job.
Exactly.
It's their job.
Yeah.
Their job, they would have to do it. If they're getting paid by doing something, they have to prove that they are doing their job properly.
That's exactly it. I mean, again, Facebook is a great tool for a defendant lawyer. So, for instance, you might say, I've got an independent witness, I don't know them at all. You go on Facebook, and actually it's been your friend for the last 5 years. Please do not tell lies. There's no reason why your friend can't be a witness, but don't say, I've never seen him before.
Yeah, don't say, I don't know him. If you know him, you know him.
You know him. I know him. I know him. He's my friend. He just happens to be there, and he witnessed it.
Yeah, he witnessed it. If he's your friend, don't say you don't have any connection.
Yeah.
These are kind of lies.
That's the sort of things that will show your credibility as a witness. And remember, once that little gap is opened up in your credibility, then the whole claim can be damaged.
Thank you, John. There's a lot more that we can. As I said, there's never the end. As soon as we obviously touch a topic, we just can go on and on. It's an industry is huge. A lot of things to discuss. দর্শক আপনারা বুঝতে পারতেছেন এই ক্লেম ইন্ডাস্ট্রির মধ্যে যারা অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট করেন অনেক কিছু জানার আছে, শিকার আছে। আপনারা যদি সবসময় চিন্তা করেন যে আমার লয়ার আমার ক্লেমটা উইন করে দিয়ে দিবে, আমার অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট ম্যানেজমেন্ট কোম্পানি আমার ক্লেমটা উইন করে দিবে, দিস ইজ নট গোয়িং টু হ্যাপেন। ইয়োর লয়ার ক্যান নট উইন দ্য কেস ফর ইউ if you are not very truthful from the day. Disputed claims, we're talking about disputed claims, but we know disputed claims, is winnable. Your lawyers can always, if you are telling the truth, your lawyer can always go back to the other party and obviously argue for you. If you have, obviously, if you are very truthful, by being very truthful to your own lawyer, you giving him or her enough ammunition to fire. By hiding, not disclosing the truth to your own lawyer, you basically not giving him the right ammunition to fire, and they could go to court. Sometimes they get, because it's their job, they obviously, if they win the case, they get paid. So they, and you can't also forget they are very busy people as well. Sometimes they could review your file on a busy day, but they might not pay much attention. You could probably said some lies in your statement, but they probably didn't realize it was a lie because it didn't come from them. You did. By doing that, basically you're losing your claim, and then you blame your lawyer. It's not a good thing to do. So make sure from day one, always claiming it is your right, but make sure always be truthful. Every single thing you have to be right on everything. From the moment that you get involved in accident, including everything, you need to get the weather right, weather condition right. You need to get the location right. You need to get everything. You can't just say, oh, probably. You need to get the timing right. If you get involved in an accident, for example, 5:30 in the afternoon, you can't say, oh, 10 past 5 or 10 past 4. You can't. You have to be very specific about these things. These little things basically helps you to win your claim and gives the ammunition to your own lawyer to go out there and win the case for you, fight the case for you. John?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all of the things that you've said are brought up daily by insurance companies. One of the things is, where were you sitting in the car?
And the struggle to say that. You're sitting in the car and you don't remember where you were sitting. It's important. You might think it's not important, but it is important for the claim handler or the lawyer from the other side to establish your claim.
Exactly. Were you sitting in the rear seat behind the driver? Were you sitting behind a passenger? All of these things.
Things important. Let me take another call, John. I'll come back to you. Hello, caller. Assalamu alaikum. Caller, assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? I think we've lost this caller. So as you said, John, the passenger, even the passengers, if they are claiming, a lot of people, they just take it for granted. They think, oh, I've been involved in an accident, I'm injured, I'm going to make a claim and I'm going to get paid. No, it doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't work that way. So I don't want your viewers to be frightened. If they've got a claim, it's their right, it's their entitlement.
It is their right.
And remember, no one makes fortunes out of a personal injury claim. They are being put in a position that compensates them either for the pain, for the suffering, or for the losses. So, for instance, I said to you, we could have a whole program on what you can claim for. So if you've been put out or inconvenienced, if someone has had to help you do the housework for a week, then there's ability to claim, even if they've not been paid. That's your entitlement. But please make sure that you.
But sometimes, like, people on a soft tissue injury, they would end up saying, oh, I couldn't even iron my own clothing. That had to be done by somebody else. And who is this somebody? Is my wife, and I have to pay my wife now. Do you pay your wife if you didn't get involved in an accident? Do you pay your wife?
No, that's right. But actually, if your wife is doing something that she would normally have done, then there's no claim. But if someone is doing something, for instance, if your sister has to come round to help you out every day for 2 weeks, even though you don't pay your sister, that's called gratuitous care, and there is that you can recover a sum of money for that. Now, these are the things that we can talk about as lawyers, and we can explain to you, and you're entitled to recover that. But of course, don't lie about it.
It seems a lot of the time that obviously you do work obviously with a lot of different communities. Now, a lot of them are actually sometimes scared of talking to you guys. I mean, you are representing them. There's a lot of callers that we get. They're calling up. They're saying, oh, my accident management company said this, they said that. A lot of them, they don't even know who their lawyer is. So how does it work? They need to get involved more.
They need to talk to their lawyer. If they're not comfortable with their lawyer, then, as you said, there's always a senior lawyer there. Talk to them.
Talk to them.
The fact is, we are there as their friend. We are their white knight, or we're holding on to their hands. We're there to look after them. I don't believe there are many lawyers that go into business without the intention to look after people.
Thank you, John. We could still, there's no end to this. I just really, I can talk to you all night. I get really excited. This is very fascinating. I mean, there's a lot of things to learn from you guys as well. Thank you for joining Motor Solutions once again. Unfortunately, that's it. This is the time. That we don't have any more time left now. Quickly, in a few seconds, if you want to say a few words to my viewers, any sort of.
Well, the only thing I would say, as I've always said, if you've got disputed claim, please don't be frightened about it. Please don't be scared, and trust your lawyer.
Thank you. থ্যাংক ইউ দর্শক, সময় হয়ে গেছে আমাদের প্রোগ্রামটা আজকের মতো এখানেই শেষ করার। আপনারা আমাদের এই প্রোগ্রামটা রীতিমতো ইউটিউবে আপলোড হয়। আপনারা যদি www.youtube.com/europe যদি আপনারা ব্রাউজ করেন, আপনারা ইউটিউবে আমাদের এই প্রোগ্রামটা দেখতে পারবেন। তাছাড়া আমাদের ওয়েবসাইটে, এনটিভির ওয়েবসাইটেও সব সময় লিঙ্ক করা হয় এই ইউটিউব চ্যানেল। আমাদের ওয়েবসাইট অ্যাড্রেস হচ্ছে www.europeantv.com। দর্শক, আমাদের এই প্রোগ্রাম আসলে আপনাদের জন্য, আমরা জানি না আপনাদের কতটুকু উপকার হয়। আমরা সবসময় চেষ্টা করি কিছু ইনফরমেশন আপনাদের কাছে ডিসক্লোজ করার। আর এই প্রোগ্রামের পিছনে আমাদের অনেক, আমরা এখানে দুইজন এখানে ক্যামেরার সামনে থাকি সবসময়, কিন্তু ক্যামেরার পিছনে আমার অনেক ভাইয়েরা আছেন, অনেক পরিশ্রম করেন। আমরা সবসময় উনাদেরকে আসলে ক্রেডিট দেই না। উনারা আসলে অনেক সময় রাতে এই লাইভ প্রোগ্রামের কারণে বসে থাকেন, আর্লি শেষ করতে চাইলেও শেষ করতে পারেন না এই প্রোগ্রামগুলোর কারণে। সো আমি আমার আপনাদের পক্ষ থেকে এবং আমার পক্ষ থেকে আমার ক্যামেরার পিছনে আজকে স্পেশালি আমার কন্ট্রোল রুমে যারা আছেন, আমার ভাইয়েরা যারা পরিশ্রম করতেছেন, সবাইকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ। আপনাদেরকে ছাড়া এই প্রোগ্রাম সাকসেস করা সম্ভবই হতো না, কখনো সম্ভব হতো না। সো থ্যাংক ইউ ওয়ান্স অ্যাগেইন, অ্যান্ড জন, I will obviously next time we will talk about as you said, like what you can claim for. So until then, look after yourself. দর্শক, সময় হয়ে গেল আমাদের প্রোগ্রামটা শেষ করার। আগামী প্রোগ্রাম দেখার আমন্ত্রণ জানিয়ে আজকের মতো আমরা এখানে শেষ করলাম। আল্লাহ হাফেজ।